I know you've written an article about this. 4 boom or bust prospects the Browns could draft in 2023. Number 4, Sean Tucker, running back from Syracuse. Number 3, Michael Wilson, a wide receiver from Stanford. Number 2, Deuce Vaughn, running back from Kansas State. And number 1 on the list, Tank Dell, wide receiver from Houston. Take us through some of what was contained in that article.
Well, you can kind of separate them. I think Dell and Vaughn both fall in the same category. The reason they're boom or bust is their size or lack thereof. You know, they're just extreme outliers, and they have really formidable skill sets. But how applicable is that going to be on the NFL level given their size? You know, someone like Tank Dell, when you watch him, he gets open early and stays open through the catch point. He's explosive, but he's also 166 pounds. Now, that's an inflated 166, mind you. He only weighed that for the combine. He plays at about 155. And his 40 time the combine showed you he'd never weighed 166 before. But, you know, in the NFL, there's going to be, you're going to have to be able to get that guy free releases consistently, or he's not going to have success. And Deuce Vaughn makes Darren Sproles look beefy. You know, he's that small of a guy. Now he has an intriguing skill set, and he's able to hide behind the line and find daylight, and he has good contact balance. There's enough good stuff you like that you might take a shot on him, but there's a chance just due to the size that it might not work out for him at the next level. And then you got someone like Michael Wilson. When you watch his tape, he looks like he's a starting level receiver, a Z-type, 6'2", 213, fiery competitor. You watch everything he does, you can tell his teammates love him. But for all the abilities he has, one of them is just not availability. He's been hurt for 3 seasons straight, barely played at all. But then he goes to the Senior Bowl and has a good showing, so now he's at the front of everyone's mind. But you have to keep that in mind, you know, that he's not been able to stay healthy, and it's hard to bank on players like that. And Sean Tucker, the athlete of Sean Tucker is amazing. Absolutely, his explosivity is off the charts. But his tape is concerning. He just doesn't see it all the time. The vision's not there consistently. And if you look at like just Nick Chubb, for instance, the one thing he does that we don't talk about near enough is his vision. You know, his ability to cut back and turn what would be a 4-yard run into a 25-yard run. Tucker just leaves a lot of meat on the bone. So from an athlete perspective, he's definitely worth a running back that someone would take in the 3rd round. But there's issues there with the vision.
When you look at those guys, which one do you think has the most? If you were going to say this guy has a chance to really make it, which of those 4 do you think has the best chance to boom rather than bust?
Tank Dell, just because the way the NFL is played now, and you can do a lot with motion and try to get work free releases. If you look at a team like the Rams, they get Cooper Kupp free releases all day, and he's amazing with it. But if they didn't, his game would completely change. So you have to be creative in ways that you can get him free from the line. But the way he's able to get separation and maintain it in this league could be very valuable. But it's all about getting him that separation, because if not, if he's going to they're going to play press man, which I would if I was playing Tank Dell. I think that you can make days long for him and make him very ineffective.